Listen. You already know what's going on. I'm here right now with the chief. We're gonna have to discuss something major involving the New York Knicks, Dejounte Murray and company. We all know we coming off the big time blockbuster. That just went on a couple of hours ago. Both teams have played. But the question now remains: after they picked up OG and Anunoby, do they go for the next domino? And the next domino, it seems to be Dejounte Murray. I want to know, should the Knicks, because this is a big talk that's going on right now in New York City and in the NBA airways. We're gonna try to give some perspective here. Dejounte this season is averaging 20 points per game, shooting 46% from the field, 38% from three, 4 rebounds and 5 assists, a steal. We know what he can do defensively, playing under Popovich for a couple of seasons. But it seems like in Atlanta, next to Trey Young, it hasn't got off exactly to where they want it. Atlanta right now 13-19, the Knicks are 18-15.
Mm.
So we're gonna break it down, Chief. You're not a Knicks fan. What's your thoughts on this big trade anyway? Before we get into the Dejounte news.
I'm a basketball head, bro. So I watch all the teams as much as I can. I can keep up with it, man. But I loved it. I love anytime teams like New York are making moves that let the fan base know that they're serious about winning. They're serious about what they're looking to do, right? Then I like it when teams make moves like that. I'm busy watching my Bulls to see if there'll be any similar moves made there. But I like it. I like that the Knicks went and they went and got OG Anunoby. That's a good player, a coveted player. Actually, OG has been in talks, trade talks for a while, and there are a lot of fan bases that could use his skill. So for New York to land him, I thought that was like okay, and to send the Maple Mamba home, literally. I thought that was okay. We'll see what RJ can do up there because I know you had thoughts about RJ.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely. It's crazy, but what you think about the Knicks? And obviously
oh,
the next domino, they was able to retain their first round picks, which was massive. So they are equipped for another move. Uh, do you think they should push them chips to Dejounte? It seems like the Mitchell deal. Who knows? That might be the long shot. I don't know. Don't seem like the savior's coming. Do the Knicks need to build, slowly but surely to eventually get to the top? Do you think Dejounte is the next move, and do you think the Knicks should target him along with OG and company?
they got OG. If the Knicks are able to snatch Dejounte from Atlanta to go with Brunson, you got Brunson, potentially Murray. Then you got Randall. What? OG Ananobi? I mean, so then you can plug and play a center at that point. You got a nice squad that's good on defense. They can enter. They're very interchangeable on defense. You can now. The Knicks have already beaten Boston already. If I'm correct, they've beaten Boston already. So this just ups their their talent because if the Knicks intend on being serious, they have to go through Boston and Philadelphia now. So I think they should if they can, if he fits. That's the only question that I have with anything is they have something good with Jalen Brunson. You don't want to mess that up, right? Does DeJounte, he didn't fit with Trey. Coming to New York, does he fit with Jalen? Because Jalen is the lead guard in New York. He's established himself there, so he's a lead guard there. So you bring DeJounte there, an all-star, to put with an all-star. And I believe, didn't Julius? No, Julius didn't make the all-star team. I don't think he did. But still, you
He's an
you
all-star caliber player.
he's an all-star caliber player. But still, regardless, so the NBA is teams like New York, you're building with young talent, right? Not, with respect, not the older talent. So yes, they should, there's been rumors of Spider wanting to go to New York. There's rumors still that Spider is out of Cleveland. There's those rumors are still out there now. Whether he lands in New York or no, that is yet to be seen. But there was rumors of Spider to New York, and some of the Knicks fans that I watch on X and other places were very receptive to Donovan Mitchell coming there. But I think Dejounte has shown that he could fit with a Jalen Brunson. I mean, he's doing this with Trey Young. I think him and Bronson could be good in the backcourt. He plays, like you said, he's trained by Popovich, and Tibbs will love Dejounte Murray up there for his defense. Tibbs loves those types of guards. He loves those, and Tibbs will give him minutes. He will not. He will have minutes under Tibbs. If he play defense, Tibbs will leave him on the court until he can't run. So I like the move. I want to see if New York will try to go and get to see if they can get some more talent, especially if he's available. I say do it.
Yep, absolutely. I think the Knicks, they definitely are in a unique situation right now. They've been knocking at the door for a couple of years now. I don't know if OG is necessarily the guy to push them over the top, but that's surefire number one. Obviously, Cat, he is not available. They're number one out west. Um, Joel Embiid is not available. There's nobody available right now where definitively you could say this is the franchise changer. So if I'm the Knicks, I don't mind getting a little singles, a little doubles, and eventually build to that ultimate crescendo. I think there's a lot of time, for New York. Jalen Brunson, I think that he's a leader. He is a leader, and I think they can come and galvanize around him. I hope OG is ready to take it to that next level in New York. Today they was able to get a victory today. Shout out to OG Anunoby, in this new role coming from the Toronto Raptors tonight. He put up 17 points, 6 rebounds, an assist, 2 steals. So he shot what he shot 7 of 12 from the field, 58%. So I mean, that's not he shot 50% from 3. So all of the things that they wanted, they wanted to RJ Barrett didn't always stretch the floor. But
Hmm.
I think OG is gonna be that difference changer. So do you see the New York Knicks advancing? Maybe is this a conference finals run or just not yet? What happened?
I think the Knicks they need a few more pieces. If they can't get an outright like game changing star, then you pile up on talent. Like you get a multitude of talent to offset maybe a team with a star, because that model also works in the NBA. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Detroit did it. Detroit did it one year, upset the Lakers for the championship off of not a quote unquote clear star, but they had Rashid and Ben Wallace, they had Tayshaun, they had Hamilton, they had Chauncey, and that talent overcame the behemoth of Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant,
That's right.
and a washed up Karl Malone and Gary Payton. That was that team. I forget who the fifth wheel was. I mean, so piling, if there's an opportunity to get talent, even if you parlay that talent into something more, that's the game of basketball. That's the game of basketball everywhere, Flight, even on the court.
Absolutely. Make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to Flight Sports TV.